So what's going on, beautiful people? It's your girl Guruji Chastity, and I'm joined here with the one and only my sis, my good family, WNE ZIL. How you doing today, fam?
Doing good, doing great, fantastic.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So today our topic is about creativity that aids spirituality. And the reason why I chose this topic for us to talk about is because not only are you a musician, but I know you have the clothing line, but just from talking to you, it's just I can tell that you creativity stems, it comes from you, it oozes out of you. But I've also had the opportunity to see how your creativity aids in you maintaining your spiritual core and your spiritual presence. So I was like, yo, what a better person to ask than the person I believe has the actual experience in the subject matter in itself. So, how are you feeling about the topic in itself? Creativity that aids spirituality.
Um, I feel it has its days, you know what I'm saying? But it comes with balance, just balancing my creativity and also balancing my spirituality, making sure that my creative side is balanced, like on the same level. Don't want to promote bad energy, you know what I'm saying? Just aiding my spirituality into my creativity. It just I can't just say one thing about it. It's just, to me, it helps me stay focused. That's the first thing. It helps me stay focused. It helps me stay grounded. Because I input, I put them, they're one of the same now. You know what I'm saying? Even with my clothing, I try to be more not spiritual with my clothing, but have more depth meaning behind certain projects I possibly are coming up with on my other artist side for the clothing line. And with my music, I tell my story, most of my pain and most of the things that I overcame. And I also input in my clothing line, like the shirt I have on, loyalty over love. Yeah, so it's
like the everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, let's get into it. Let's get to talking. So my first question, family, is we got to let the people know, who is WNE ZIL? Like, who is that?
Well, all right, simple. Well, I'm going to say simple. Anyway, my birthright name is Elizabeth. And I didn't embrace that name then, but I really, embrace it now in these days and time. But I wanted to create, because I'm a creator, I wanted to create me as a whole and who I am and who I know. You know what I'm saying? I was just named I feel like I was named Elizabeth. And by me didn't liking it, and people made their own names. Like when I was a child, they used to be like Beth. My grandmother didn't like that at all because that's who named me. And then people just took it upon themselves to call me Liz. So I just turned Liz backwards and made my own thing. And so happens ZIL does mean something and it's very unique. And so I just went with it. You know what I'm saying? And the one in the front is spelled WNE, just to throw people off because it is pronounced one. That is my life path number. I'm a number one. So I just put that, balancing again, putting it together. And so that's who WNE ZIL is, you know what I'm saying? A person who I feel like I am, you know what I'm saying? Who I created. And yeah, that's basically it.
And my southern accent, WNE ZIL, and it's so crazy to hear you say WNE ZIL, Hey, that's lit.
Indeed.
You know the meaning behind it. So that's amazing to kind of get that story. That's amazing.
Indeed.
I love it. It's like, that's really some ancient times, how you got whole concepts in one phrase, you know what I'm saying? So that's beautiful.
Right. Indeed.
Thanks. So tell me, what was the catalyst that sparked your spiritual healing?
Man, it took another masculine woman who is my sister in the spirituality. She was already on the walk, but I also was already tapped into learning literature of what I would say the Israelites, what people like to call it and stuff like that. But I was learning Hebrew way back, like in the early 2000s, like 2000 and like probably 10, and just that's what kicked the spark of my spirituality more. But when I met someone who was as masculine as me, and they was able to tap me into also reminding myself to remember who I was born as, you know what I'm saying? And that it can be a balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. So the person who tapped me into it, they, you know, was what, like I say, masculine, but also introduced me into knowing the mother and knowing who you know what I'm saying, who I am, just because on this walk, I forgot who I was, you know what I'm saying, just the whole walk of life, you know, and this was the only thing that tapped me back into knowing who I am. I am a Black woman, you know what I'm saying, and like it needed to be acknowledged because everything else was out of whack. So I mean, and just long story short, like that's just what like really just kicked, especially like the journey for me to just keep leveling up with the spirituality that I am on in my path.
Right on. So it was like once you were able to see, you know, someone that looked like you, that moved like you, to show you how, you know, a nice blueprint of like
the vessel. It takes vessels, you know, and we all have purposes, you know what I'm saying, and that vessel that was, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, however it come through, you know what I'm saying, the Most High come through a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, in many shapes and forms, and it's either you go grasp it or it's gonna go over your head. And this was an opportunity that did not go over my head. Like it hit straight to the, you know, straight to the eye. Like it was.
That's one of the things I try to remind, you know, women about, that is that, like, you know, the idea being that we want to do things a lot of times, but we've never seen it demonstrated. But in our effort to do, we miss the opportunity to receive that information. So anytime that can become manifest in another vessel, as you're saying, it's like, yo, you gotta, this the golden opportunity. This is what you've been waiting for, to get that, to unlock that change. But it comes from just being able to not do, just for a minute, to take it in and look at it and receive.
Right. And it's about what you surround yourself with. Like I used to manifest, you know, I was at this time when I was doing a lot of manifestation, I was like in my worst spot, like, you know, what they would call rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? And like, what's crazy, I met them through music, but it was another connection, you know what I'm saying? And that was the connection I held on to. But just always about changing your people, your places, and the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Who you surround yourself with, the people that's in your corners. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man.
That's what's up. So I mean, what's been your greatest challenge, you know, in your healing journey this far?
Well, with elevation, we all know it comes separations. You know what I'm saying? Just separating from the things that we're comfortable with, you know, separating from even loved ones, and, you know, even love lives, you know, all that type of things are very challenging when you are on this walk, you know what I'm saying, because everybody can't go and it's not meant for everybody. And understanding that for self is positive.